Okay, so another Angel Reese clip has gone viral. Here's the clip, and we're going to talk about it on the other side. Here's the clip.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you two. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on to Zoom, ESPN.
Okay, so the reporter was asking if she still believed, in what she was. The reporter was asking if she still believes that she's, one of the reasons why people are watching women's basketball, like she said last year. And her response, before he finished the question, her response was, next question. And to be honest with you guys, I get it. I absolutely understand why Angel Reese said what she said, because here's the deal. She was right to say next question. She was right, because what she said last year, there was nothing wrong with what she said last year. And people took her words last year, misconstrued them, dragged her through the headlines, and tried to make her seem crazy for simply telling the truth. So this segment is not a, I'm a defend Angel Reese segment. That's not what this is, because that's not my job. That's not my ministry. I'm not an Angel Reese defender. Of course I'm an Angel Reese fan. Of course, she plays for the Chicago Sky. But even if she wasn't, even if she didn't, I'm a fan of her. I think she's a great player. However, this is not about defending Angel. Okay, this is about understanding why this moment matters and how we can expect to see a lot more next questions this season, not just from Angel Reese, but from WNBA players all around the league. Because at this point, they know the game. They have seen how easy it is for a comment, innocent or not, to get twisted, turned upside down for social media discourse that nobody asked for. So they are choosing, in some instances, to choose silence over taking the bait. Okay? And in Angel's case, hey, she is focused on winning, and I'm gonna talk about her and some of the things that she was talking about this year in terms of being ready to win in the W. So here's what she said last year to actually maybe I should have played this first. Here's what Angel Reese said last year, and that's how this whole question this year was based off of last year's question. I'm gonna play last year's stuff, and then anyway. All right, here's what Angel said last year.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that, because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
All right, so that's what Angel said last year. That's what she said. Honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with it, because she was a part of that rise. Again, the rise in women's basketball happened largely, the most recent rise, I would say, happened recently via that 2023 national championship game, right? And she's right. She was right then, but at the time it got misconstrued. It got turned upside down. It was like, Angel is trying to downplay Caitlyn's effect and blah blah blah. She's trying to take credit for all this, and dog, she was right. It wasn't just for one guy, right? And people were like, oh, she's complaining about, she's a complainer, she's a hater, she's blah 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 blah. And she heard all that. And this year, it seems like she's like, actually, nah, I'm not gonna go into all that. And now, this is not me saying that the reporter who was going to ask that question, who didn't get his full question asked, I'm not saying that this person in particular meant anything nefarious, but I think she realized that, hey, this is something else is going to happen if I answer this, because no one's gonna be satisfied. If she answers it, people are gonna be mad. If she don't answer it, people are gonna be mad. People are gonna be mad up anyway. She can say nothing and people will still be mad. again, before this year, before the reporter was able to fully ask the question, Angel cut him off.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you two. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on to
That was no hesitation, no apology, just a boundary. Next question. And I get it. It makes a lot of sense because last year when she said what she said, she wasn't lying. The Caitlyn versus Angel thing in 2023 was a cultural spark. The 2023 national championship game was a huge turning point for women's basketball, and Angel was front and center of that. You know, she took a lot of the heat, took a lot of backlash, and, you know, took pride in being the bad guy. Well, not pride, but she like accepted a role that some people put her in terms of like taking the bad guy role, right? And that the growth, yeah, of course. Yes, Caitlyn has the biggest numbers in terms of ticket purchases and like all like, you know, viewership and whatnot. But this whole rise as a whole, it wasn't just Caitlyn. It was Caitlyn and Angel that helped to bring that out. And yes, there's differences in the way their audiences react to stuff, right? It's differences in the way that their audience show out and support and all that stuff. And that's fine and dandy, but you just have to acknowledge that, like, yeah, it wasn't just one person. It was two. And actually it was even more than that. In terms of the overall rise recently for women's basketball. And yeah, but at the time she said what she said, people were not ready to hear it. We saw think pieces that poured in that said, oh, Angel's being divisive, Angel's being ungrateful, Angel's being arrogant, all because she wanted to share in the spotlight that she helped create, because she did. She didn't say she was the only person. She said it wasn't just one person. It was also her, because it was. So now she's not giving people the chance to twist her words. She's not, okay? And so there's some people who are mad that she won't, quote unquote, stand by her words, even though it doesn't seem like she said what she said. She never walked back anything she said. But there's people who are upset that she didn't say anything, and like, oh, now you don't want to stand by what you said before, you know? And then you got other people, mad that she's even been asked that question. Either way, it's a lose-lose. If she speaks, she's gonna get dragged for it. If she stays quiet, she's gonna get dragged for it. This is the game that we're playing now in the world of women's basketball media, right? It's a very polarizing place, all right? And it is what it is. It is what it is. Angel's still herself. She still, is gonna say whatever she wants, but it seems like she's definitely gonna be probably more cautious and like, hey, I'm gonna set my boundaries. I'm not, like, I said what I said. There's nothing else to say this year, because if I say something again this year, now it's gonna be a whole new media firestorm. And now her saying next question is a whole media firestorm. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of wild, right? She's not here for media opinions. She's here to win games, and she's here for her teammates. She's looking to win. She's looking to make some noise. She's looking to make the playoffs and helping to lead the Chicago Sky team. Tyler Marsh has been singing Angel's praises throughout training camp. Talking about that she's like trying to unlock new levels of her game. You got Courtney Vandersloot talking about Angel's competitive fire and how driven she is. You got Haley Van Liff, talking about how Angel's there to hype her up and support her and all that stuff, hold her accountable, all that good stuff. Here's the deal. Angel is looking to win. She's looking to feed into her teammates and looking to just make some noise. So yeah, we may hear a whole lot more no comments. Yes, from Angel, but also I highly anticipate other players as well, because it's not just Angel's comments that like when she said something, it just went way bigger and whatnot, because people wanted wild think pieces and all this other stuff. Anyway, whether or not you like Angel or not, you cannot deny that she has helped bring eyes on the game of women's basketball. She's still drawing headlines regardless if she answers a question or not. And it seems like she's done letting people kind of control her narrative. She's like, hey, next question. It wasn't a dodge. Next question is a full sentence. Because maybe we should just stop asking the same questions over and over again. And maybe instead we should start watching and seeing what she's doing on the court instead. Maybe, just maybe. Because Angel Reese is hit a hoop. If you ask her a question about like the basketball level at all, I'm sure she'll answer it. But I think if you're answering all like the stuff that is going to be clickbait for everybody in the future, she probably won't answer it. And hey, I think that makes a lot of sense. Don't be surprised if she or other WNBA players hit us with that next question comment, because I don't know. That's my thoughts about it. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully I didn't just like ramble and make no sense at all. Hopefully I made sense in this one. What do y'all think? Do y'all think the next question was the right move, or do you think she owed fans a response? Either way, all I know is that basically the season opener, the May 17th game is going to be wild. It's going to be a must watch between Sky versus Fever, and I'm pretty sure she's going to have some next questions during that post-game presser, because, I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions that won't actually really be about the game or like thinly veiled around the game, but it's actually really about something else to try to get the next viral comment to go crazy. But that's my thoughts there. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all got to say in the chat. Emmanuel says, people saying answer the question need to understand reporters just use a part of it to change the context. It's what they do all the time, which is why she didn't answer. Shay says silence is golden. It can be, but again, regardless if you say something, regardless if you don't, like, it's still gonna be a whole media firestorm, that's for sure. Con Landon, thank you so much, says congrats on 35,000 subscribers. You're on your way to 50,000 before the year's over. I don't know, hopefully. I think that'd be fun. Hopefully, that would be very, very, very fun. Cliff says chestnut checkers. Yep, facts. All right. Oh, I got some super chats I did not acknowledge. Wow. Thank you so much, Jay, for the super chat. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate your support. Salute to you, Jay. Salute to you. It really does help the channel out a whole lot, because sneak peek, me and Mama are making ourselves a little set for future live streams. So like that's in progress, and that costs a lot of money. So anyway, it's really cool. Like we just got some furniture yesterday, and I'm like, okay, it's expensive, but I actually think this is gonna help the channel out a whole lot. So anyway, we coming up there. And the super chats and whatnot really do help. Aisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Says people staying putting them against each other, but no one talk about how good they played together for All-Star Game. They are grown and professionals now. They should stop letting these reporters in. Yeah, I mean, because negativity drives stuff. Negativity drives. So if you can pit, if you can say, Angel versus Caitlyn in a negative way, and like say, oh, Angel just dissed Caitlyn or didn't acknowledge Caitlyn, like whatever. If you can do that, it'll rev people up and get people upset more than, wow, Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark. Imagine if they were teammates. Imagine how great they would be, and blah 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 blah. Because like look what they did on the All-Star Game. Like that, no one's really gonna watch that. People gonna watch the negative stuff because that's what people do. That's human nature, which is unfortunate. But they can't stop letting reporters in. No, they can't do that. Because I really do like the role of reporter. I think they do a good job. Now, is some of it wild, kind of? Yeah. But like, overall, I think they do a really, really good job. They're reporters. So can't stop letting players. You cannot stop letting them in. But you can say, hey, athlete, if you don't want to answer the question, just say next question. Don't walk out. Don't do nothing like that. Just say next question. That's all. Sharice, thank you so much for the super chat. Salute to you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Fake DW says good reporting is dying out though, unfortunately. I don't know if it's dying out or if it just doesn't lead to a lot of views. Like there's a lot of really good reporters who like no one really rocks with, or really good reporters who no one reads their stuff, or like watches their stuff because it's not like geared for clickbait and whatnot. Like, here's the deal. Like, have y'all noticed that like a lot of newspapers all around the country are closing? A lot of like journalistic places are closing down. I don't actually believe that reporting good reporting is dying out. I don't. I think that the problem is the support for good reporting is dying out, which is why, if people want to kind of stay in the game, they have to change their tactics. They have to change stuff because they're like, oh, when, I'm going to write all these articles that are like really, really good, that are very like, great reporting, but like, it's not sensational. So like people are not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a lot of still really, really awesome reporters. A lot. It's just that the other fluff stuff will, for the most part, get a lot of views. Like it just will. And people will be upset at real reporters because they'll be upset because like it's like, they'll be like, hey, you hate my team, you hate all this and whatnot. And it's like, nah, I'm just reporting, you know? Eric says the dumb Sky fan, they're not dumb. They're just anyway, the Eric is saying Sky fans chased away Annie Constable, the best Sky reporter, because she reported the truth. One, I don't think they chased her away. I think she went and got a bigger bag at Front Office Sports. That's what I think. I don't think anybody chased her away, because like, dog, like I don't think that. I don't think they chased her away, but I did see some wild people, and I'm just like, why y'all going in on this lady? This lady is the best reporter, basically the best reporter in the WNBA, and y'all going after her because she said something y'all didn't like about something, But there were some wild people, and I see people that's like, they treat people who like are actually doing like real reporting, real coverage, and they're like, oh, you hate my team, or you hate my favorite player because the news that they got to report on is not the news that you like. But at the end of the day, that lady, oh my goodness, that lady was like the best reporter ever. And people, I'm actually very sad that she's not covering this guy anymore. I really am. I really am. I really am. But nah, she didn't get chased away by nobody. She left and got a bigger bag, I'm sure. Speculation, but I'm sure. So yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. I was gonna do another story about Sabrina Ionescu, but I have ran out of time, so I will do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do that Sabrina Ionescu story about Sabrina Day. Anyway, that's the stream. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all thoughts are on the topics that we covered today. You like them? You don't? What are your thoughts? Let me know about your thoughts on my perspective. Do y'all think I'm crazy on some of the thoughts I had? Like, am I like wild? Nah, Angel should have answered the question. Or are y'all like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. What do y'all think? Let me know. I'm curious. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. Be kind to someone. Tell somebody that they matter, because they absolutely do. I am like tongue twisting my words because I don't know. I guess I gotta get some more water. I don't know. Anyway, Tulu says, Quita, we need you to finish the WNBA team preview. Yes, I got off of that. I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get on it. Okay. My apologies for all of the people who are looking forward to me finishing up that every team overview type of thing. I am going to finish it. I promise I'm going to finish it, okay? I just got a little distracted. Apologies. I got a little distracted on like other stuff I wanted to cover. But yeah, I promise I'll be back to it, okay? Brian says, Quita is truly one of the best content creators on women's basketball. Reasonable, down the middle, doesn't play favorites, perfect. Not perfect, but I hope I'm like decent enough. That's my slogan. A lot of effort, but hopefully it's decent enough. I wish I was perfect though. That'd be nice. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Actually, yeah, I don't know. That'd be crazy. None of us are perfect. Kind of wish we were though sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much, Tier, I think. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Salute to you for your support. Says keep up the great work and being sincere. I will try my best to. I will try. Because here's the deal. I love what we do here. And this is a fun time. This is a chance for us to hang out, to learn something new, to enjoy. And here's the deal. I love looking up stuff. And I love researching. I love letting people know what I found out. And hopefully that's of interest to y'all. If not, there's a whole bunch of other channels that y'all can watch that probably won't be as in depth or as like randomly down the rabbit hole as me. So y'all could do whatever y'all want. But anyway, the fact that y'all are here, I appreciate you. I thank you. I gotta go to work. I keep rambling. I will see y'all in the next one. Tell somebody that they matter because they do. If no one has told you, you matter. You are important. I'm happy that you are on this earth, guys. I love you, but most importantly, guys, Jesus loves you, and He wants a relationship with you, guys. See y'all in the next one. See y'all tomorrow. We'll have that Sabrina Ionescu story tomorrow. Sorry about running out of time. See y'all.